Good morning and welcome to this discussion on data cleaning. My name is Coach Anete. I'll be the one to handle the discussion. My colleagues are also on the platform, but specifically Coach Rume, who will assist with the questions as we proceed. The first part of the discussion, we want to look at data cleaning itself. How do I know what to clean and what to ignore when I'm working with a data set? Without this foundation, I will just be cleaning everything. We call this particular topic data quality dimensions. Why data quality dimension? DQD helps me to check the health of a data to know if the data is okay or not. Think of data quality like the ingredients for a meal. If the ingredients are rotten or missing, the final dish, which is the analysis, won't be very good. So here are 6 main dimensions used to measure the quality of your data. Number 1 is accuracy. Does the data reflect reality? Accuracy means the data must be true with respect to what is happening. Sometimes we identify these as outliers. That means it's not true. The second thing you need to check in your data is completeness. Is anything missing? If we have a data, we want to analyze the gender of our clients. Then in the gender column, in one of the data points, there is no gender. At that point, we say the data is not complete. This error, we normally call it missing values error. Every item needed for the analysis should be available. Then number 3, we call it consistency error. Consistency error means the data, the formatting must be the same. Let's say we have 2 data sets. In this data set, we have the gender column. And in the gender column, we have MALE as male and FEMALE as female. If in the other data sets, we also have gender and we have male M and female F, at that point is a consistency error. Another type of consistency error is in a data, we have the date, and some items we have it as DDMMYY. If you go down the data, you now see another date again, but MMDDYY. At that point, is not consistent. Number 4 is timeliness, meaning the data should be as up to date as possible. I normally tell people you can't analyze Gen Z and you use year 2000 data. You will not get the actual result. The closer to the time, the better. In the same way, you can't analyze World War data using 2026 data. You have to reference that period. Number 5 is the validity. Validity means data has rules. You must follow the rule. For example, I was part of an interview team, and one of the reasons why somebody did not cross is because in talking about the number of people, number of clients, the person used 10.0. There are some items you can't present as fraction. Another rule, for example, in calendar, we can't have February 30th. And in some years, we can't have February 29th. We must understand the rule following the data. Number 6 is uniqueness. Uniqueness means as much as possible, no duplicates. Each item should be represented once. Then there is one we added, granularity of data. It comes from the word grain. The idea is each column should have only one information. These are some basic things that are fundamental when working with data. And as we get into the data today, we will apply all of these. Topic number 1, done. Now, topic number 2 is web scraping. Extract the UEFA Champions League finals from Wikipedia, perform some data cleaning and data transformation, and then carry out these. Copy this link, place in your browser. It will bring you to this website. So the data is here. As a data analyst, never, ever go to a website and copy the table. Instead, we do what is called web scraping. So this topic is web scraping. Why web scraping is when we web scrap, the tool we're using, in this case, Power Query, will come to this website. It will ignore images, text, other things, anything that is not stable, it will ignore it. It will only bring out the table. That's one benefit. Number 2 is, in future, let's say tomorrow, they update this website. Automatically in your platform, in your tool, for example, Excel, the updated value will be added. So let's say this is year 2026 and the Champions League is on. The now updated information in 2026 data. Just go to your system, your Excel, click refresh. Automatically, the system will update this information. So that's the benefit of web scraping. How do you web scrap? Come to the URL. This is what we call the URL, the website address. Just copy it, Ctrl+C. So I can right click and say copy. Then go to Excel and we go to data and we go to get data. and we go to launch Power Query editor. Power Query is on. Go to the queries section, right click, go to new query, and then go to other sources. I want to get the data from the web. Click on web, and it will bring out this box. Control V, we paste the URL. Click OK. What we have here is the platform Power Query has gone to the website and scrapped all the tables. Which of these tables contains the data we're looking for? It's this one, list of European Cup and UEFA Champions League, Click on it and we'll say OK. At this point, we're through with the web scrapping. We just successfully extracted the data from the website to this platform. Let's get into the main cleaning steps. If we're looking at the data quality dimensions, we're looking at accuracy, because season should be 1955 to 1956. SEAON is not part of the season. Use first row as headers. So simply I come to home and I come to use first row as headers. I just click that button. We want to look at this particular year, 1973. If you notice this point, there is null there in the data. The first match that they played between Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid, it was 1-1. By that time, no penalty, all that. So they had to replay the match, and the second one, 4-0. So what we do, still using this year, we want to use the 4-0, and we want to use the attendance for the rematch. The primary key for this data will be the season. We use conditional column. And what we want to do is this. If the year is 1973 to 1974, change the score. We'll then do it a second time, change the attendance. For me, normally in Power Query, I copy the item, because most times what you see as dash in Power Query is different from if you type dash on your keyboard. So I'll bring up a notepad, paste this value there in my notepad, then I come back to my Excel. So this is the conditional. We go to add column, and we go to conditional column. Let's call this score 2. And we'll say if the season, which is our primary key, is equal to the year. Let me copy the year also. We'll go through it again. We'll call this score 2. And we'll say if the season is equal to this, 73 to 74, okay, then replace it with this value here. Copy this and paste it. Else, return the original value in that column. So to return the original value in the column, go to else, click the drop down, and select a column. Which column do we want to return? Return everything in score. Come here and we'll click score. If we click OK, now if you notice we have a new column. I'll just drag this column to where we have the other one. 73, 74, we now have the value as 4-0. At this point, we can change the data type to text. Number 1. Then number 2, we delete score. Remove. We'll do the same thing again, but this time with attendance. These are the places where we have value. So I copy this attendance value and I place it. Copy the year again, and we'll do another conditional. This one we'll call it attendance. If the year is equals this, replace it with this value. Else, go to the attendance and keep everything in the attendance. So attendance 16. And we say, okay. Same thing. So if you notice in our attendance, we have replaced this 48 with 23. We change the data type to text. Later we'll change it to numbers. And we delete this. At this point, we can remove the null value. We've handled the error in the null value. Come to this point and uncheck the null. Our primary key is set. Before we continue, if we notice year 2000, there is a data formatting error there. There's a standard how the format should be. The closing year should be 2, not 4, not 2000. It should be just be 00. In this case, we can simply replace values. If we right click here and we say replace values, we'll just say replace this, copy this, and paste here, and replace it with 00. Clean that. If you notice, now we have 1999 to 2000. That error is handled. In the business brief, instruction is work with the closing year, not the beginning year. For example, we have 1955 to 56. So the instruction is we want to see 1956. We can split this column, extract only the first two characters, then merge the column again. How do we do that? We click on this, go to transform, come to split column, select delimiter. The system automatically selects the dash. We split it only once, leftmost delimiter, and we say OK. We have the beginning and the closing year in different columns. Now, what I will advise you is this. Notice if you click this down arrow, year 2000 is showing 0 instead of 00. If you work with the data like this, it will also bring another error. So instead, convert it immediately to text. We come to this, and we say convert to text. It will ask you to replace current. You say yes. Now, when we check, the 00 is back, the 01 is back, everything is there. We can work with this. We also need to come to this column, come to transform, come to extract. First characters, we say give us just the first two characters, and we say OK. If you notice, we have 1956. At this point, we can merge. Hold down Control, select the two. We go to transform, we go to merge columns. If we click merge columns, it will ask us if there should be any separator between the merge. We say no. And what is the name of the column? We say let the name of the column be closing year, and we click OK. Now we have the closing year as one column. If we scroll down, it's OK, but there's one small error. If we filter it, we notice 1900. This 1900 is because of the year 2000. Simply, we go to 1900. You see it just before 2000. So I click on it and replace value, replace it with year 2000. 20. And we click OK. At this point, this column is absolutely OK. For this class, the closing year becomes our primary key. Now, when we look at the country, but notice one thing, Germany and West Germany. We'll replace West Germany with Germany. So what we'll do, come to West Germany, just right click and say replace values, and we copy Germany, Ctrl C and paste here. Just to be on the safe side, I will advise you come to advanced option and check this box that says match entire cell contents. So we click OK. If we come back to the data again, we discover that we have only Germany, no West Germany. Then one other instruction from the challenge is that we should rename this column country winner. Then we get to the next column, which is winners. In the Italian league, you have a lot of Milan, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and the different Milan. If we keep Milan as Milan, it's not very okay, because at that point, we don't know which of the Milans we're talking about. You need to change the Milan to AC Milan so that we differentiate between AC Milan, Inter Milan, and the others. We right-click Milan and we say replace values. And we replace this with AC Milan. Come to this point and say match entire cell contents. And we click OK. We have handled that error. We also change the header here to club winners. This all comes from the business brief. Then we get to the next one, which is where it becomes really interesting. The score. Let me click this. In football, the standard is the winner dash the runner-up. The delimiter in this case is the dash. Whether the score is 0 or 9 or 10, the delimiter will respect the two characters before that. We come to transform, come to split, and then say use a delimiter. The system automatically selects dash as the delimiter. We say leftmost and we click OK. We have the winners score. Rename this as the score winners. And if we check from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, no 6, this is OK for the winners. Now, when we come to the scores for the runner-up, we have the ampersand, we have the asterisk, we have the plus, then we have the normal numbers. From the business brief, we were told that if it is asterisk, we call it penalty. If it is plus, we call it extra time. Then we use replay for the other one, then normal. What we will do at this point is we use conditional column. Carefully pick all these items, copy this and place in my notepad. So I use the particular sign the system is working with. These are the three symbols we want to work with. We go again, conditional. We call this match outcome. And we say if score 2.2 contains, let's paste the plus symbol. If it contains plus, we'll call it extra time. We'll go to the second one, the second conditional. If it contains the ampersand is replay. And if it contains, the next one is the start. This is for penalty. Else, the match ended normally. This will be our conditional column. We click on this, see what we have done. If I drag it to this point, now let's see. If we look at extra time is giving us just the plus. If we go again and we look at penalty, it's correct. The selection is correct. We clear the filter. At this point, we change this to text. We come back to this column. We want to work on the scores now for the runners-up. We simply extract. We come to transform. We come to extract. And we say extract before delimiter. Any number you have before the delimiter, keep that. Any other item, you just ignore it. Come to this. The first delimiter is the asterisk. And we say, okay, it will remove all the asterisks. We come again. The second one is this. Click on the column, come to extract. We say text before delimiter. We paste this and we click OK. If you notice, no ampersand, only plus remaining. We come again and we click the plus and we say extract text before delimiter and we place the plus and we click OK. Automatically, if you look at the column, we only have 0, 1, 2, 3. This column is clean. We'll rename this column score runners up. Then we come to the runners up. It's just AC Milan that will change here. We come to Milan and replace values. Replace Milan with AC Milan. And we come to match entire cell contents. We click OK. We'll undo that. We just change the heading to club runners up. Then when we come to the country, we also change just the West Germany to Germany. Okay, Control C, Control V. We also say match entire cell contents. That is okay. We'll change the heading to country runners up. Then when we get to the venue, this is an example of granularity of data that a column should not have more than one information. The venue column, when you check, it has 3 information: the name of the stadium, the city, and the host country. So we need to split this. I can split this by comma. If you check the delimiter here, it's just the comma. And then I'll go trim because it will create space. But one thing you can do, instead of to just split by comma, you can split by comma and space. Just come to split column and say by delimiter. So instead of using comma, we'll use custom. And in the custom, we'll type comma and hit the space bar. Then we'll use each occurrence so that it will go multiple times because we have 3 information. We'll click OK. At this point, we have the name of the stadium, the name of the city, the name of the country. We'll change this to host stadium. Now, there is a particular stadium in a country that they change the name of the stadium. We're looking for PRA. So this is the name of this stadium. This stadium and this stadium. This stadium, Prata Stadium. After some years, they now change the name of the stadium to the name of a footballer, hence Happel. We need to replace this Prata Stadium with this other one. First, we need to copy the name of the stadium we want to work with. This is it. So I copy it, and I place it in our reference material. Then we look for the new one. The new one is ERN, so that we get the correct name. So just Control C, copy. So want to replace value, click and then say replace value and replace this with this. We can match entire cell contents. That's on the host stadium part. We delete this city. Now we get to the country. we'll call this host country. Then there is another error in host country that we have to be conscious of. Now, let me show us. It has to do with Yugoslavia. Now, if you notice here, it is called SFR Yugoslavia. But remember, in the other parts in the data, you will see Yugoslavia, not SFR. So this is one of the data quality dimensions that we talked about, that you have to be consistent. If you use Yugoslavia here, use Yugoslavia here, not SFR. So that's one of the reasons why in the host country, we'll change this SFR Yugoslavia to Yugoslavia. Same thing with Germany. So West Germany, we'll also change it to Germany. SFR Yugoslavia, replace value, we'll replace it with Yugoslavia. Then West Germany, replace West Germany with just Germany. And we click OK. Our host country is correct. Now we get to the last one, which is the attendance. If you scroll down, the year that they had COVID, that is year 2000, they held the match indoors. So the attendance is 0, is not an error. If you notice, we have a symbol, a write-up after the number. So we need to remove this write-up first before we clean it. Use the same extract. We'll say text before delimiter. First, let's copy the error. So copy it and paste in our support material. So we want to say only keep items before this character. Any item after this character, you remove it. So click on attendance. We come to extract. We'll say text before delimiter. Paste the delimiter there. And we click OK. Now, if you notice, if we come to 2000 and 2020 and 2021, that error is not there. At this point, we can then change it to numbers, whole numbers, not decimal numbers. Okay, if you check attendance, no error. In the challenge also, we have 3 other questions. 1, goal difference. 2, total goals. And then 3, score line. The goal difference will be this winner score minus the runners-up score. Okay, the runners-up score first, we need to change it to numbers. So click on this and then change it to whole numbers. So we want to do the winner's score minus the runners-up score. That will give us the...
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I am Toyin Odobo, and I'm currently taking a course on data analysis with Skill Ahead Academy. Now, why did I come down here for this course? 1, it's a no-brainer that data analysis is one of the top 10 selling careers, and I want to be part of the top 10. 2, I'm always curious when I see figures, numbers, data. I always wonder what becomes of them after they are out of my sight. So I got to know that with data analysis, you can do much more with that, and I want to be in that world. I'm here now. We've done week 1, we've done week 2, we're rounding up our week 3. We're taking it gradually, systematically into the world of data analysis. Some areas were actually tough, yeah, I would admit, but with constant practice, I'm gradually breaking through into that world. Some also were easy to grab. I mean, when we did Google form creation, that was fun and a whole month. It's quite interesting, it's exciting, and the world of Excel, oh, you can never get enough of it, but it's nice. So I'm beckoning on you all, male, female, young, and old. If you like figures, you like numbers, you always wonder what happened to data once they're out of your sight, you can make a stop at Skill Ahead Academy. They'll be there to help you through. Welcome to the world of data analysis. Welcome to our world. And I'm not a female in the tech world. Thanks to you.
Difference. So I click on winner score, hold down control, click on runners of their score, then go to add column. So come to standard and then say subtract. So at this point, to give us the difference, we'll call this goal difference. Then the second one is we should do total goals. Total goals means we'll add the winners and the runners up. We click on winners, click on runners up, and then we come to add column, we come to standard and we add. So this will be the total goals. Then there is a question about the score line. If you check, we don't have a score line. So we need to create the score line. We need to merge these two, then put a dash in between. So we click the winner's score, click the runners-up score, go to add column, then click merge columns. So the merge, it will ask us for a separator. We just go to custom and we put dash. And it asks us what's the name of the column. We'll call it score line. And we click OK. If you scroll down, you can see now we have the score line. So we have the goal difference, total goals, and score line. Then when we come here, we can name this, you can just call it clean. You can give it any name. We have done the cleaning. So come to home, come to close and load. This will load the data into Excel. Now, if you check the documents that they sent to us, we've answered the first part. Now we want to come to this one. We just get into pivot table and we'll answer it. As a data analyst, one of your strongest tools is pivot table. So the questions start with, what are the top 5 clubs with the most wins and all that. To answer the questions, we need a pivot table. And then to create a pivot table, so click on the data, go to inserts, go to pivot table, and check this box that says add to data model and click OK. Now we get to question number 1. What are the top 5 clubs with the most wins? Our primary key is the closing year, so bring our primary key to values. We have a total of 70 seasons since it started, and we're looking at the top 5 clubs. So we're looking at club winners. So if we bring club winners, this gives us the name of all the clubs to get from highest to lowest. And we're looking at for top 5, not everybody. Come to this point, come to value filters and click top 10. We reduce it to top 5 and we click OK. This is answer number 1. Number 2 question says, which 5 nations have the highest number of titles based on winning clubs? So just to be on the safe side, remove the filter first. So clear the filter. This is question number 2, clear the filter. Yes, we're still working with number of seasons. Then we'll bring country winners. These are the countries. Then we're looking at highest to lowest. The question says top 5. So we come to value filters, top 10, and we select top 5. Good. We have answered question number 2. Now, question number 3 is, let's see, question number 3, what is the average attendance over time? Remove this one, we remove this one, bring the attendance here. We're not looking for the total, we're looking for the average. We click on the value field settings, select average. Then we go to the number format. If you use decimal in this point, you're absolutely wrong. So the decimal places will be 0. Then use 1000 separator. Click OK, click OK. Question number 4. What is the most common score line in the finals? We remove the attendance, we bring in the score line, and then we bring in the years. We sort it from largest to smallest. So the most common score line is 10. That's question number 4. Filter this to just the top 1. Okay, so just the top 1. The most common score line is 10. Question number 5 says, what is the average number of goals scored in the finals? Okay, so we need the total goals, but the average of it. Total goals, we're looking at the average of the total goals. So select average number format. You can leave it at no decimal. So the average number of goals in the finals is 3. The question number 6 says, how has attendance in the finals changed over time? So we're looking at the years and the attendance. So we bring the year and we bring the attendance. Format it correctly, number formats. No decimal, turn on the 1000 separator. Question number 7 says, which country has hosted the finals the highest number of times? We bring the host country. We bring at the number of times. We sort it. And we have 3, Italy, Germany, and England. Then question number 8, which stadium has hosted the most finals? Okay, which stadium? So in this case, we just remove the host country, and then we bring in the host stadium. I think it's in England. So sort this highest to lowest. Yes, it's at Wembley Stadium. Then number 9 is what is the trend of total goals scored over time? We need the total goals over the period. So total goals over time. Number 10, which is the last question. Number 10 says, which club has lost the most finals? That is the runners up. That should be Juventus. Remove closing year, and then we'll bring club runner-up is Juventus. And we sort this from highest to lowest. Juventus 16 times. There are other things too involved with this, which is, for example, the dashboard. Some persons did up to dashboard. Excellent. I saw somebody's post on LinkedIn where he did the dashboard, and I commented, please, if you attended this project, just go to LinkedIn, make a post, and you can tag me. For those that submitted, as of yesterday night, I counted about 36 persons. If you check, I sent you a mail. That means I have your data. I'll look at something I can do for you. Maybe the dashboard for this particular project. We can have a class where we look at the dashboard. 2 different dashboards we may likely use. This is number 1, or this other one. So I have 2 samples I was looking at. So which one to work with? For the recording of the class, please, this is the website, www.seller.com/m/Etuk. So if you take it to this website, you see the other products that I sell, other products that I offer, some free, some paid. As a way of closing, for those that are interested, I did not plan to say this is not part of the class, but if you're interested, I'm starting a mentorship program, and it will be for 90 days. That is 3 months. It's paid, it's not free, and it's not for everybody. If you have not mastered at least one of the tools, no. It's so for only those that have completed at least the basic training in data analytics, and it's a rigorous program. So it's not for, no, I don't have time type of people. No, I'll tell you from the beginning, if you don't have time, please leave it. This is for persons that say, I want to run with data analytics. I want to change in just 3 months, in 90 days. Each week, you'll be given a task to do, and there's no way you finish the task that you will not have, either by job or by cash, you will not have something doing. I just added that as a side discussion. So once again, thank you very much